A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Cavaliers will put total leather and we'll get started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quick completion to the right. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
First down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try it over the left side. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Dennis. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Dennis. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Cavaliers are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try the run. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Runs through the tackle. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Dennis. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Willis. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
To the air on 1st down. Looking for the score. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Backs looking for the goal line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that
he makes a grab.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
From the gun, looking for a man. Skips away from pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Makes the catch. It's Willingham. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience. And the Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Wow, 4 plays on this this drive by the offense, they already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got his man on the right. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had.
Next going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 30. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They want to throw it. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lets it fly. It's caught. Finds a seam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Smashes through the tackle. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Virginia.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
BYU, 21.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, BYU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. Got his man all by himself. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Dennis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his...
There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Touchdown, Cougar! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
1st and 10.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got room on the return. 30. He's at the touchdown, Cougars. How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Man, that for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner will be brought down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. Pulls in the deep ball. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's on target and complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Off play action on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The BYU offense offense headed back out to go on the attack. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. From the gun, running back gets to give. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a great job by the QB, find the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Touchdown, BYU! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive, and how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together, they're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their...
He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, BYU! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Ball down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the resume to keep building throughout this season.